Unprotected environment, unspoken topic, and unheard voice can definitely harm anybody in this society. So, happy morning to everybody. I'm Yashodai Damodaran from First Step Institute, a gateway to unleash the potential within yourself. I'm a Posh consultant, and my consultancy has 50 wonderful Posh consultants who are spread across India to help companies to stay safe and provide a safe working environment to their employees. So what we do regarding POSH is we create a POSH committee, an internal committee that can hear on POSH cases. We spread awareness on how to prevent yourself from any kind of sexual harassment to the employees. And finally, we help companies to submit their annual report to the nodal officer. So what is this POSH and what are various things that are surrounded around POSH? My trainers are coming along with me and a beautiful panel to discuss about various things on POSH. So do like, share and subscribe this YouTube channel so that you can receive more and more updates on POSH. So here we go with various speakers on various topics of POSH. Thank you.
Sanchita, can you give us the difference between what is IC, what is LC? I get just confused. So many committees. Where do I really go? What is IC? What is LC? Sanchita ma'am, you're on mute, please. Yeah.
Thank you, Raina, for this question. Yes, this is very important because once we come to know that, okay, this lady is an aggrieved woman, now she should understand as to where to go to for complaining. See, we have two different types of committees. One is your internal complaint committee, that is your ICC. Every employer of a workplace shall constitute by an order in the writing, and the committee that is there is called Internal Complaint Committee, and this is according to Section 4 of 1 of the Act. Now, this internal committee has to be located in the workplace only, where the offices or administrative unit of the workplace are located. Like, for example, if an organization has 4 different branches, it is not necessary that it will be located in every divisional area, but it has to be located in the administrative block of the office. That is under Section 4 of 1 Act. Now the second question of this is who all will be there in the internal complaint committee, because people like the ladies, they do not feel very empowered to go and talk to the people. See, this has happened with me. So the internal complaint committee will be constituted by a presiding officer, and she has to be a very senior level woman employee. There will be members, not less than 2, and again preferably women, because all these cases are related to specially women, and POSH is meant for women workforce specially. So it has to be a woman, like 1 or 2 women, and they should have experience in social work and have legal knowledge as well. So probably 1 or 2 attorney in the place, and then a member from non-governmental organization or associated who has to be very familiar with the in relation to the sexual harassment. So, so this is more than half of the people will be constituted in the committee as women. So a woman will feel secured and safe to go and complain there. Now, the second thing that you asked was, you were talking about LC. Yes, LC is Local Complaint Committee. And a local complaint committee will be constituted outside the organization. Now, one of our members told that it has to be minimum 10 people to have a POSH committee there, internal complaint committee. But if there are less than 10, workers, then there is no internal complaint committee. So where will they go and complain? So it has to be a local complaint committee where it has to be there. And this is according to the law on the act given in section 6.1. Now the jurisdiction of this will be in a district, and again in this local complaint committee also there will be a chairperson, preferably a woman and very eminent woman in the field of social work, member who will be nominated amongst the women working in the block, or maybe the taluk, or maybe the tehsil, or maybe the ward or the municipality of that district. Two other members will also be there who will be will be from a non-governmental organization. Same as IC, they should be related to sexual harassment, person who should be related to sexual harassment, and they should have clear-cut understanding of what exactly, what are the background and legal background and everything. Two women shall be from SC, ST and OBC minority community also. Members from ex-officio members are also to be there, and the concerned officer dealing with the social welfare and women and child development in the district. So this is the constitution of LC and IC, and just to summarize it, LC is constituted outside the organization and IC is constituted inside the organization. So
Yes.
that's it, Raina. I think
And
that was
I'll
it.
like to add on a point here. So while you are telling about the composition of the internal committee, so we also have a few men as part of the committee members, because that forum should not be a biased one. Okay, the men who is a respondent, he should not feel that it's a biased committee and where will my voice be heard. So for that reason, 30% of the committee should be men. So that is one point. And about the local committee, it should be formed by every district collector in his district. That is a mandatory stuff. Yes, over to you, Raina.
Yes, so that was a valid point. Ideally, the percentage of the women should be 70%, and at least one or more people in terms of men should be there, so that there is a non-judgmental or a unbiased decision made whenever we have any situation of mediation or an inquiry being set. So that's a very valid point. Thank you very much for adding that, Yashodai, with Dr. Sanchita Gata. It was a very comprehensive explanation of IC and LC. I'm sure the viewers have got a lot of value. Thank you so much.